Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have a brand new knife company to show you right now. They were just on the live stream last week. We gave a sneak peek of what it looks like. I didn't get it out of the package, but I did take the top off of the box. It says, keep the knife away from children, keep the knife closed, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's the new Geo knife. Oh, what? Yeah, so we're gonna get in here and check it out. By the way, in the description of all of my videos and down in the pinned comment, if you're ever going to go buy a knife or going to go check out one of the knife retailers, I have all the recommended knife retailers listed in the description and in the pinned comments. Why can't I get this open? Of my videos. And I have discount codes to almost every place out there. I have discount codes to I have discount codes to knife companies, to sharpening supplies, all that good stuff, and Amazon stuff. I have all, latest stuff on Amazon if you want to go check them out. Let me get this knife out. I'm going to use the QSP Penguin to cut through this. Now, I will say that this is the kind of packaging that I normally only see from Kubi. They're the ones that I always get this, what do you call that? Not vacuum sealed, but the sealed packaging. So I know Geo Knife used to sell Kubi, so I'm very curious if Kubi is maybe the OEM for this company. Let's see, Geo Knife, it comes with a thingy. What do you call that? A cleaning cloth. And, oh, it does come with a couple extra Omega springs, which is very nice, very, very nice, and just a regular card. I thought maybe it was going to show the hardness or something like that. But this is the Geo Knife Ethereal. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Oh, it's etherealness. Now, I can say right now, oh yeah, oh yeah, look at that. That's some Beez blade scales if I've ever seen them. Look at that, we got some honeycomb action going on. It feels very nice. Let me see if I can get you in there for a little bit of texture vision. Oh man, I'm loving the scales on these bad boys. That feels very, very nice. The question is, are these, let me see if this is titanium. Yeah, this is titanium, 6AL4V titanium. It does not have a reversible clip. It does have a titanium clip with branding on it. Me personally, I would prefer if it didn't have the branding, it would look a lot nicer and cleaner. And what is this? Hold the bus. We have some Timascus going on around that pivot. We have a pivot collar with some Timascus. Now, boy, they have several versions. They might, a matter of fact, they have a couple of these that the blade and the handle both are mirror polished or polished DLC. Oh my gosh, I think I got to get one of those just because they look cool. So this is a crossbar lock, and before I go any further, let me look in here. Let me just take a quick peek ski and see, did they do the... Well, I do believe they did. Look at that. So they made it just like the clutch lock where you can go in there and change how difficult or how easy. You can change the tension on the Omega springs. There's, how many spots are there? I'm very curious. 1, 2, looks like 3 different spots where you can change the tension. All right, you ready to see this blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Now this is the clip point version. There's a clip point, there's a drop point, there's at least 2 different styles. And it's at some point here the next minute or so, I will put different pictures of different versions of this knife across the screen. Now this is Bowler M390 blade steel, and that is a nice looking clip point. And whoa, wait a minute. Oh, snap. Yes. Oh, look at this. That jimping is Excelente del Mundo. Oh, yeah. Okay, listen, that jimping, that's around a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's not aggressive. It doesn't hurt, but it's stopping my finger. That is perfection. Now, this is, you can see the sharpened area. The primary bevel isn't very tall, so this is going to be a tougher knife. It's not going to be super slicey, but this one is going to have some piercing power. You do have a nice piercing style blade there. And let's see if I can show you up in here, M390 blade steel, and man, oh man, I think it would look really neat if that pivot collar, if they have a version with a pocket clip that matches that pivot collar, that would be very nice. Now, let me give you a couple quick numbers so you know the size of this knife, because it's not a big knife. Before I put the comparison knives up here, let's just take a quick look. So from tip to tip, we're just under 7 inches. Your blade is 2.9 inches and about 2.85 sharpened, and your handle length is coming in at about 3.95 inches. So it's less than 4 inches. It's not a big knife. You know, overall, when you have a knife that's less than 7 inches, it's not a big one. We'll see how it fits in my hand here in just a segunda. Here is the CJRB Pyrite Light. And then here is the Civivi Elementum, the Elementum 2 button lock. So if you have an Elementum, let's see here. Boy, those are pretty darn similar in length. Very, very similar in length. And let's, you know, we got to put out the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? So the Penguin is longer. The Penguin has just about the same amount of cutting length, maybe just a hair more cutting length. And the Penguin is going to have a little more usable handle, maybe not so much. We'll see. I don't know. This might turn out to be a little more comfortable than I thought. And here's one that I was very interested in checking out. Now they have the other version of this that has a drop point that looks similar, kind of along these lines. It's not the same. It's not a copycat, but it is along the line. So this is what the drop bear looks like next to the ethereal. So if you have a drop bear and you like that, the ethereal is a little bit slimmer. It's flat, whereas the drop, let me show you a thickness comparison. The ethereal, oh, okay. The ethereal is not near as thick. If you look at that, the drop bear is substantial in your hand, whereas this one is a little more slender, actually a lot more slender, a little more kind of gents kind of carry. And let's see how this action feels. So pulling back, I'm having to give it a little bit of English to come back and forth. So it's a little stiff. It's just a tad stiff. I mean, it's not bad, and I'm not getting bounce out. That blade is coming down, and man, it is just staying in there. You can see that it's kind of tight. It is, let's see, what kind do we have? They may very well, I believe, the way this feels, I think we might have some phosphor bronze washers. Yeah, so I don't think this is going to be cage ceramic ball bearings. I might have to take it apart and double check, but just based on the feel, I think we've got ceramic, or not ceramic, but phosphor bronze washers in there. So if you're not a fan of all of the cage ceramic ball bearings that are going on out there because they get pocketlet and all that, look at that. I did see it here. Let me see if I can get you guys enough in there to see it. See there? I think we have some phosphor bronze washers. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, let's see. My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And let's see. How am I going to hold it? Oh, very nice. Oh, yeah. So the ergonomics are very comfortable. The ergos are 10 out of 10. Zero hot spots. I can't even tell there's a pocket clip. And this whole area is chamfered off and it's rounded off. Did you ever feel that? It's rounded off. And I'm telling you, this jimping is perfect. Wow, that jimping just makes my hand stop. My thumb's not going anywhere. I have a really good purchase. Now, if you have XL hands, this knife might be a little small, but if you have small, medium, large size gloves, yeah, this is going to be a nice everyday carry user. And let's see. Can I reverse flick it? I can, but it's slow because it doesn't have those ceramic bearings. So that's why I noticed it was, you have to give it a little more English because it doesn't have ball bearings. So if you have a ball bearing knife and you've gone out and worked in a lot of dirt and a lot of grime and stuff like that, you got to take it apart and clean it out more because those bearings get full of gunk. This one is going to be one where you're not going to have to do that per often because you don't have those ball bearings to foul up. That is very cool. Something I did not know about this knife. Now, GeoKnife, they're going to be coming out with some more stuff. Let's see. It is 100% solid. The lockup on it and everything, it is 10 out of 10 on being solid. Let's see, is our blade centered? The blade is centered, has a very nice black wash on it. Okay, I'm liking it. You know, I thought it was going to be closer or more like the Drop Bear. Now, I know this version, the blade doesn't look like it. The other version does look Drop Bear-esque, but it has a completely different feel than the Drop Bear. It's a lot thinner. It's thinner. It's not as bulky in the hand. I like the hand feel of it. It feels very nice. Okay, and I do love that texture. So let me know what you think about the new GeoKnife Ethereal. I think the only place you can get it is their website. I'll put that down in there. It's geoknife.com, I believe. Whatever it is, I'll put it down there. The thumb studs, by the way, have a really nice grip to them. Some good thumb studs. They have the grippiness. It's not the rippiness, the grippiness. It's just right. And boy, oh boy, do I love that jimpy. That's some good stuff. All right, let me know what you think about it. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my content or if you enjoy knives in general. And then go watch this video or go watch that one. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.